The biggest issues we found over the years is that people really want to know everything that's going on. And so part of our work has been actually helping people understand how to look and to find everything on the system, because the word I'm looking for here is transparency. And one of the things I've heard complaints from other areas is that people don't know what's going on. They're not seeing the notes on the system. They're not seeing the letters that have been sent. They're not seeing whether the rent's come in. They don't know what payments have come in. And so they're having to phone the white label company, and the white label company is almost keeping it under wraps. Me as like an absolute control freak, and you manage my properties for my agencies, Dawn, I want to know everything. I want to know what your girl said. I want to know what rents have been paid, who's not paying. I want to know what this money in my bank account is for. I want absolute transparency. And I think it's worth on, when you're looking at a white label company, it's actually saying, you know, what do you do to make sure I can see everything? And I mean everything, every work order, every action, every callback, every phone call, every note, every maintenance, every payment, absolutely everything. And I think that's so important. Dawn, would you agree with the client? I mean, you've dealt with dozens of people now for the last 10 years. I mean, would you say this is high on the list of importance? They may not ask for it initially, but they certainly want it later on.
Well, the transparency element kind of bolts onto that fear that I told you about, the loss of control. So losing control of something is one thing, but losing control of something and not being able to see what is happening is a completely different feeling. And for me, if the company that you're choosing to outsource is not transparent, then why? We absolutely allow full access to the system. You can see every little thing that we do, when it was done, it's date stamped, it's timed, every single conversation, every work order that's been sent. These things are important because remember I said when you outsource, you don't lose contact with your clients, and you shouldn't lose that relationship with your client. And you may just give a landlord a call and just to see how he is, how's things going and so forth. And he might start to say, oh, well, Dawn, my boiler broke last month and da-da-da-da. You need to be able to see everything.
Just to get back to me, they didn't call me back.
You need to be able to see everything that happened as if me and you were in the same office, and you're like, oh, I know, yeah, I can see that, Dawn dealt with that and it was rectified in a couple of days' time, or whatever the case may be. But it's really important that you as the client are able to see every bit of work that is going on your portfolio, and that includes ledgers, that includes work orders. You should be able to see what the landlord's being charged, what the tenant, the rent payments are coming in from the tenant, absolutely everything. What you would normally see if you were managing the properties yourself, you should be able to see with your white label company, and there should be no reason why they cannot allow you the access to their system to see that is limited to your portfolio.
Absolutely.
The only thing that we don't allow access to is the client account, because as we are a CAS provider, client account is one big whole client account with everybody's money in there. But again, you're more than welcome to see the insurance, the accreditations, and the evidence that we are operating as we should as a CAS provider.